All right, today cooking up something good. We're cooking up some chicken breasts. I have already kind of started the process here. Might need a little more oil, but basically, just got a couple chicken breasts, skin on. Although the butcher didn't do the best job since it's kind of skin partially on these cuts. I went to my local grocery store and the butcher there is not the best, but that's okay. Yeah, just threw some salt and pepper on these bad boys. This recipe is courtesy of Basics with Babish. Just felt like doing something kind of relatively simple today. But I got a pan of olive oil heating up over there. You could use whatever oil you want, but I'm just using olive oil because I have a ton of it and gotta use it before it goes bad. But yeah, just kind of preheating this. It was up to where I needed it, but not anymore. I was fussing around with the GoPro, having technical difficulties, but you know. Yeah, just salt, pepper. Waiting for this bad boy to heat up, and then just go ahead and preheat your oven to 400 degrees. There's a little speck in my pan. I've actually never used this pan before. It's my roommate's. Usually I use my cast iron, but it is not big enough, and I have a nice saute pan up there, but that one's too big. Honestly, it probably wouldn't be that bad. Either way, just gonna lie these guys skin side down into the oil and let them kind of crisp up. Oh, did not start this yet. That's nice. That's good. Should I think? These guys I know are relatively clean, so I'm just gonna use them again. Yeah, just kind of having a lazy Sunday here. Making a somewhat early dinner. I think it's only like 4 o'clock. Yeah, 4 o'clock. Just kind of been, as you can see outside, we got snow. It's starting to melt. It's been hanging around for a while now. But I don't know if I needed that much oil in there. Yeah. Let's see, Sunday. It's been a pretty decent weekend. Went cross-country skiing for the first time this winter, now that winter is almost over. That was pretty good, and now just having a lazy Sunday. Home alone. Cooking some chicken. What more could a man ask for? It's hiding. My favorite little pot grabber's hiding in the back. See how these are going. It was initially meant to, that's looking That's looking good. Initially meant to cook these the other night, but I had just bought them at the grocery store, and they were so frozen still. So I had to go with plan B, made a steak and some asparagus. I don't have a side for this tonight because I don't have any vegetables on hand. So it's just gonna be chicken. But yeah, I actually recorded that and was gonna upload it, but I left some documentation on my mortgage sitting out, and didn't really feel like sharing that with the whole world via YouTube. So, all right, that's looking great. We're gonna flip these bad boys over, put them into our preheated oven. Whoo! Turn off this. And what are we gonna do? We're gonna set a timer. I don't know, I'm gonna check them at 15 minutes. I think that'll be good. Get some of this grease. I always have a hard time getting the right level of oil in the pan down, but what are you gonna do? All right, those are cooking. While that's happening, let's what all do we need? We're gonna need a what is it called? Shallot. I was gonna call it a scallion. I was like, I know it's not that. Starts with the same letter. I got this zested lemon that I'm gonna use the juice from. What else? What else? What else? I think that's it. Do I have another lemon? Oh shoot. Got another lemon there. Don't know how great it's still usable or not, but then we may as well just get out some sherry. And I don't know. I think I'm out of small bowls. Let me use this one. Couple. Couple of them. Don't know if we'll need the whole thing. Shallots are always weird. They always grow in like, there's almost cloves of them. It's like a shallot within a shallot. Whoa, dude. Come on now. Come on now. Alright, we'll just take this whole freaking layer. Sorry about it. Okay. Shabadoo. Shabadee. Oh, let's get a receptacle for these bad boys. Okay. Yeah, looking very much forward to the spring. It's February right now, if you couldn't tell by the date of this video. Because, man, before the pandemic, I was really into climbing, rock climbing, but just at the gym. So I was doing that like 3 times a week, and working out on top of it. Oh God, my knife is not sharp enough because my eyeballs are getting it right now. But yeah, so I would do that like, I don't know, 3 times a week, and it was great. I loved it. I was in the best shape of my life, getting halfway decent at it. But, you know, then the pandemic hit and couldn't really hang out inside with a bunch of huffing and puffing people. And that's still the case. I mean, you can. It's not illegal, but do I want to? No, not really. Once my family's vaccinated, yeah. But, so, going back to why I'm looking forward to the spring is, yeah, that'll be perfect. It's really all we need. Chopped up. Is when I was a kid, I was somewhat into golf. You know, I'd go a few times a year. It was nice because you're a kid and you don't have to pay for anything. So, you know, my dad would take me and my stepbrother golfing to this really shitty golf course in Great Falls, Montana. Kind of shitty, but like also kind of fun. I mean, it was a fun course. There's some cool holes there, and it was just, you know, kind of quirky. And it's nice because it's like, you know, not a super. I don't like courses that are super uptight and fancy. I like the laid back courses. But anyway, so we'd go golfing. I'd go golfing with my cousins sometimes. But, you know, never a ton. Never like got super into it. Although one of my cousins did get super into it. Anyway, this spring kind of got back into it just because it's like, man, something you can do outside, socialize, be COVID safe, get some exercise. It's fun. I mean, it is kind of expensive, but like I said, we go to the cheap courses, which are not necessarily the bad courses. The course that we usually go to is great. But yeah, looking forward to doing that. And really didn't think I would ever revisit golf in my lifetime, but here we are. Pandemic is on, and I'm loving golf. So, yeah. That's pretty much what I have to say about that. You know, I might actually check these at 5 minutes. It's actually been a long time since I've made chicken, so I don't want to overcook them. I may as well just, well, I'll wait. There's no rush. Open this bad boy up. It's a new bottle. Smells like sherry. 1887. I feel like that was a year that a lot of companies started. Like, I feel like Coca-Cola was around here. Maybe it was 1889. But what does this say? 1.5% salt added. Alcohol by volume. Damn, dude. I mean, I wonder if they, like, check, you know. I mean, they obviously did not ID me. Well, I don't know why I say obviously. They didn't ID me. Maybe obviously because I'm 30 years old and don't get ID'd that much anymore. But yeah. Anyway, let's take the temp of this chicken. Oh, shit. Ooh, it's smoky. All right. Yeah, I got... All right. Okay. Oh, man, it's going up pretty quick. I got this quick read thermometer, and it's, you know, it's pretty decent, but it's not that quick. Not as quick as I need it to be, but it was cheap, so whatever. I was kind of surprised at how much like a decent quick read thermometer is, but now that I'm getting a little bit more into cooking, I might invest. Anything else to be done? Oh, you know what? Gonna need some chicken broth. I just ran out of, I'm sorry, chicken stock. I think this one's older. Oh, chicken broth. I don't really want to use broth unless it's gonna expire soon. Nope. What is this? Oh, a bunch of dried fruit that's very old. I just ran out of all my homemade chicken stock. I'm gonna have to figure out something to use the rest of this up in the next few days. That's fine. But yeah, usually I have homemade, but I just used it all in a big old batch of soup. I really should have just bought a whole chicken for these chicken breasts, because then I could have made some more stock, but whatever. I'm gonna get some butter out too. And part of me wants to start drinking, but it's only 4 o'clock. 4:30. So I won't. Yeah. I would cut the video here, but I only got 2 minutes, so what the heck. I got this herb garden over here. And everything grew very big, very fast. So it was getting too big, so I dried some of it out. I don't have the best receptacles for them, but got some fresh basil, 2 types, Thai and Genovese or whatever it's called, and then some dill, which is in this container that kind of sucks. Ooh. Dill. I love dill, but sometimes I don't love the smell of it. All right. Let's take another look here. Nope, we got a while. We got a while to go. So, I'll see you guys once these are ready. Okay, so these are done. Took a long time. I think it's just because they're so freaking big, but they're about 160-ish, oh, a little more, no big deal. So it took like, half an hour, 25 minutes, something like that. So definitely check your chicken, as mileage may vary. But oh boy, these babies look good. They got that nice crust on them. And I am going to get rid of some of this oil because I don't want to get rid of every delicious thing here, but I definitely use too much oil. So that will do. We're gonna turn this back on and get it up to about medium. Oops. Yeah, that was in the oven. Don't touch things that were in the oven. Luckily I didn't touch it with much force. All right, what do we got? We got some shallots. We got some thyme. I don't have fresh thyme, so I'm just gonna use some dry thyme. And recipe calls for sage, but I have neither dry or fresh sage. My local grocery store never has sage, which is unfortunate, but the ones in the main town do have it, so it's not a huge deal. Let's see, we're gonna need like half of this stick, so that. Not the most organized operation here, but no big deal, no big deal. We're gonna use, I don't really want to use this little grabber. Use this now. And these shallots cooking a little bit. Luckily there's some residual heat from the oven. But we will have to wait for that to heat up a little bit. There we go. Smells good. Yep, not the this channel is not really gonna be the most organized cooking videos. It's just kind of meant to be like, you know, it's just a normal guy that is kind of normal skill level with cooking. Cooking some meals, and whatever happens, happens. I'm not the most organized cook, but I'm not the least organized either. All right, those are cooking up. We're gonna add some sherry. And a little bit of chicken stock. Oh my God. And that's gonna cook down. Add some thyme. Don't need a ton since we're using dried. Maybe a tad more. My super organized herb drawer. This is definitely one project that I need to tackle, is getting a more organized herb drawer figured out. Or spice drawer, not herb drawer. Spices and herbs. All right. And gonna let this reduce down. And since I'm not sure how long this is gonna take, I'm gonna use some aluminum foil. Wow, there must not be hardly anything in here. This is so light. Look at that, that's pathetic. Where did this even come from? Signature Select. Heat in a little bit. All right. Didn't measure anything, so I might have put a little too much liquid in there. But we can turn the oven off. We can check the time. It is 5 o'clock. That's good news. That means we can have ourselves a beer. Today we're enjoying a nice local beer, Scotch ale. Which usually I don't like dark beers that much, but I bought a mixer pack thingy and it had a bunch of these in it, so that's what we're having. Really great brewery. Their beers are expensive, which is why I usually don't buy them, but their cans have that nice kind of like powdered finish almost, that just feels great to hold. But this beer is phenomenal. This is like an award-winning beer. Actually, they have a few beers that are like pretty big award-winning beers. This one is their most popular, Cold Smoke, and like I said, it's a Scotch ale. It does taste a little smoky, which I like, but fun fact, this was one of the first beers that that I actually like could consume when I first started drinking beers, because you know I hated beer when I first started drinking, because that was more of a pull away, just because I remembered that this was in the oven. It wasn't actually hot, but I am so bad with touching stuff that is hot. Anyway, but yeah, it's because it's kind of a sweeter beer. Like, I don't know, it's interesting. But yeah, I didn't start drinking until I was like, I think I was maybe like 3 months away from turning 21. And I really had no desire to drink beer, but like the house that I was living in, I had just moved in, and there's like so many people living there, and they're like, come on, you gotta drink beer. It's a little peer pressure action going on. You know, I was kind of a square in high school. Didn't drink, didn't do drugs, didn't, you know, smoke cigarettes, didn't do anything. Did all that later in my life instead. And I don't regret it, because, you know, the longer you can go in life without, you know, having vices, maybe turn this down a little bit, having vices, drinking, smoking, whatever, the better, because it just rewires your brain to expect everything to be on this like higher level of enjoyment, which is not good. And so once you get to the point where you're realizing that you can't really enjoy things anymore without some sort of chemical, then that's it's a bad thing, bad time. Because giving up substances is hard. I quit smoking cigarettes this year. 100% never smoke cigarettes. It's a bad idea. It will make you feel good, and then it will screw up your life. For really not, like, the trade-off is not that great. All right, that's coating the back of the spoon. We're gonna plop our butter in here. Yeah, smoking is stupid. You know, I'm not gonna say it was 100% bad. It, you know, got me to socialize a little bit more and helped with anxiety. But let me tell you what, that is not the way that you should be coping with those problems. There's much better ways to overcome anxiety and social anxiety than using and abusing substances. Luckily now it seems like smoking, I mean, even at my age, smoking was like not super cool, but going to the bars and everything, like so many people were smoking, so you could go outside and, you know, hang out and chat with people, but it doesn't seem to be as common now, which is very good. Yeah, it's basically my thing is, if you can go through your life without consuming drugs, then that's good. That's looking pretty good here. We're gonna add some lemon juice to it. But, you know, that's not saying that never drink or never, just, you know, you gotta be responsible. Definitely, I'm saying never smoke. Why am I talking about this in a cooking video? I don't know, because it's not really a cooking video. It's more of like a cooking vlog. So we're throwing some lemon juice in there. I'll post a link to this recipe for anyone that's interested. Like I said, it is a basics with Babish recipe. Okay, that's not actually hot now. We're just gonna cut this for like a few more seconds. Which, you know, I've enjoyed using some of those videos to learn some things. Like but I do wish that he would have some more, you know, measurements. All right, my GoPro died. Anyway, I was just saying I wish that he would have included measurements in some of those videos. Just, you know, when at some point it is nice to not have to use, what am I doing? This is done. Not have to use measurements for everything, but I think if you're having a basics channel, you should, you know, let people measure stuff first, and then from there, once they know, okay, this is what it's supposed to be, now I don't have to measure it. But you can't really go from not knowing anything to knowing exactly what it should be by look, if you know what I mean. Although it seemed to work out in this case for me, even though I've never cooked this sauce before. All right, I'm gonna cut these up and put them on a plate, and I'll show you the finished product once that's done, because it's a little hard to cut while I'm holding my phone. All right, here we go. Got the chicken all cut up here. Basically just cut it off the bone, cut it into medallions on a bias, although my biases are never that great. And there you go. You got your chicken. Put some pan sauce on that bad boy, and you're ready to go. Yeah, that pretty much does it for this episode. The first episode. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoy. Hope you stick around. Let me know if you have any suggestions. And yeah, we'll see you next time.